Hey, this is Haley and welcome to Bookshelf Bard. And this is kind of awkward. I've never thought or dreamed that I would create a YouTube channel, but here I am. And for those of you who don't know, and especially for my mom, who when hearing about this venture asked, "What is Bard?" A bard is usually a singer-poet who recounts heroes and their deeds. And while I definitely and most thankfully will not be singing for you, I am going to be providing book recommendations and telling you about the current literature that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and even the ones that I don't quite care for. And so today, the reason for this YouTube video is I'd like to provide you a clear vision of what this channel may evolve into and what I envision for it. I first realized that my love for literature was overflowing into my everyday life when I would talk to friends, coworkers, family, and even patients. Because I am a weekday homeschooler here at the house, and on the weekends I am a registered nurse, and I found that I was even having patients who sometimes are at their weakest and most vulnerable, and I would start a conversation with them and suddenly their eyes would light up and they would recount their favorite novels or literature from their past. And I think that kind of connects us all. I think that we all have a special book or series that have just touched us and somewhat formed us into who we are today. And I think that if everyone read a little more or picked up a book instead of turning to the screen, the world would be a better place. And so I've actually been able to rediscover my love for learning. For the past 10 years or so, I kind of lost my own passion, and we were reading Llama Llama Red Pajama and Goodnight Moon. And so after, years and years of that, finally we're in middle grade and I'm able to revisit my most beloved authors. I'm able to rediscover and really love literature all over again, and also venture into the new authors and books that are out there today, and there are a ton. If you go, you can find the most amazing stories you've ever found. And there's a quote from one of the books that actually I'm currently reading, and it's from The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and it says something along the lines of, books are a way to live 1,000 lives or to endure a very long one. And that's kind of a poor paraphrase of how it's actually presented in the novel, but it's very true. And especially if 2020 was not the year you expected it to be, I think that you can lead and discover a new life in the books and novels that you have at your fingertips. So that's my clear vision, and I hope my passion translates into the videos that I'm going to put out for you guys. And thank you for coming along on this journey with me and listening to me talk about just something I love to do. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. I'm passionate about literature, and if I can tell one person about books that I love and that I live for, then I'm pretty happy about that. So thank you guys so much for listening to me, and come along for the ride.